It's showtime, my friend. How nice. Come on in. It's so good to see you again. Got stories to share, and I'm virtually there. Well, it's showtime, my friend. It's showtime, my friend, with a tear or a grin. We're chomping the bit to begin. Wear sweatpants or slacks, let's break out the snacks. It's showtime, my friend. Now if you have to go, I want you to know it's easy to sign right back in. Connection too slow, hope you don't miss the show. It's showtime, my friend. It's time to prepare for our online affair. I do hope you'll stay till the end. I tuned up my axe. Sit back, relax. No matter how your day has been, we'll make you smile, make it all worth your while. It's showtime, it's starting in no time. It's showtime. Showtime, my friend. Hello, everybody. Looks like a bunch of you already signed up. We've got Joan Haskin, and we have Dave Teeter, and we have Bud, Brett, and Jeannie, and then Susan Curtis. Hello, Susan. Glad you got here. And I don't see Mom logged in yet. Sometimes she has trouble getting it. She likes to watch on her big screen TV. And sometimes the connection between her computer and the TV doesn't always work out the way that she'd like it to. And so sometimes that happens. Okay, well, anyway, today we're dealing with bad boys and girls. Oh, we've done some bad boys and girls in the past. And I'll tell you, what could be more bad than bad Leroy Brown? Let's get him going. Well, the south side of Chicago is the baddest part of town. And if you go down there, you better just beware of a man named Leroy Brown. Well, now Leroy, he hunts the trouble. You see, he stand about 6'4". All the downtown ladies call him Treetop Love. All the men just call him Sir. Well, that's bad Leroy Brown. The baddest man in a whole damn town. Badder than an old King Kong. Meaner than a junkyard dog. Well, now Leroy, he a gambler. And he like his fancy clothes. And he like to wave his diamond rings under everybody's nose. He got a custom Continental. He got an Eldorado too. He got a 32 gun in his pocket for fun. He got a razor down in his shoe. I'm talking about bad Leroy Brown. A baddest man in a whole damn town. Badder than an old King Kong. Meaner than a junkyard dog. Well, now Friday, about a week ago, old Leroy shooting dice. And at the edge of the bar stood a girl named Doris, and woo-hoo, that girl looked nice. Well, now he cast his eyes upon her. That's when the trouble it soon began. Yeah, Leroy Brown could learn a lesson about a messing with the wife of a jealous man. That's a bad Leroy Brown. A baddest man in a whole damn town. A badder than an old King Kong. Meaner than a junkyard dog. Well, now the two men took to fighting, and when they pulled them from the floor, oh, Leroy looked like a jigsaw puzzle with a couple of pieces gone. Well, it's a bad, bad Leroy Brown, a baddest man in a whole damn town, a badder than an old King Kong, a meaner than a junkyard dog, yeah, yeah. But the bad, bad Leroy Brown, a baddest man in a whole damn town, a badder than an old King Kong, a meaner than a junkyard dog, yeah, yeah. He was a badder than an old King Kong, a meaner than a junkyard dog. Doo-doo-doo. Bad Leroy Brown, Jim Croce song. Very well written. You know, he paints this guy real well. Yeah, and everything that happened to him. I think, let's just leave it at that. Now, the next one I have here was written by Kurt Weill. I think that's the right way to pronounce it. And Bertolt Brecht for their 1928 musical drama, The Threepenny Opera. And Bobby Darin, so many years later, did this song and it won 2 Grammys. So it's interesting. It's Mac the Knife. All right. Let's see. Where do I go? There we go. Up there. Now. Oh, the shark bait has such teeth, dear, and he keeps them pearly white. Just a jackknife has old Mackey's bait, and he keeps it out of sight. You know, when that shark bites with his teeth, babe, scarlet billows, they start to spread. A fancy gloves, oh, with old Mackey's babe. So there's never a trace of red. Now on that sidewalk, it's Sunday morning, don't you know? Lies a body just oozing life. Can someone sneaking round the corner? Could that someone be Mac the Knife? Now there's a tugboat, it down by the river, don't you know? When the cement bags just are drooping on down. Well, the cement is, it's there for the way he did. 5 will get you 10. Old Mackey's back in town. Now did you hear about Louis Miller? He disappeared, friends, after drawing out all his hard-earned cash. Now old Mackey spends just like a sailor. Could it be our boys done something rash? Now how Jenny Diver, Suki Tawdry, I'm gonna miss a lot of than you, and old Lucy Brown. Now the line forms on the right, babe. Now that Mackey's back in town, I said Jenny Diver, Suki Tawdry, I'm gonna miss Lotta Lenya and old Lucy Brown. Yeah, the line forms on the right, babe. Now that Mackey's are back in a town. Look now, old Mackey is back. Yeah. Well, that is a bad boy, all right. Now, before we talked about Leroy Brown, he got in a little bit of trouble with one guy he was messing with. Well, this fella, Mac the Knife, whew, well, he did away with quite a few people. So there you go. Now, here's one, 16 Tons. Not written by Tennessee Ernie Ford, but he recorded. He did a great job, too. His voice was wonderful. Also, if you were to listen to the original recording, you would hear in one section he sings, let's see, where is it? He goes, can't no high-tone woman make me walk the line. And what he does, you'll hear him laugh during that song, during that part of the line. I wonder if there was somebody in the studio he was looking at and they made him laugh, or whether he just laughed about the line. But it's kind of interesting that that happened. Well, anyway, let's see if I can get this one. Boom, boom, ba-dum, boom, ba-boom. Boom, boom, but some people say a man is made out of mud. A poor man made out of muscle and blood. A muscle and blood and skin and bones. A mind that's weak and a back that's strong. You loaded 16 tons. What do you get? Another day older and a deeper in debt. St. Peter, don't you call me, 'cause I can't go. I hold my soul to the company store. Well, I was born one morning when the sun didn't shine. I picked up my shovel, I walked to the mine. I loaded 16 tons of number 9 coal, and the straw boss said, well, bless my soul, you loaded 16 tons. What do you get? Another day older and a deeper in debt. St. Peter, don't you call me, 'cause I can't go. I owe my soul to the company store. Dum, 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 ba-da, ba-dum, dum, dum, dum. Well, I was born one morning, it was drizzling rain. Fighting in trouble are my middle name. Well, I was raised in a canebrake brine. Old mama line, can't no high-tone woman make me walk the line. I loaded 16 tons. What do you get? Another day older and a deeper in debt. St. Peter, don't you call me, 'cause I can't go. I hold my soul to the company store. Dum, 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 ba-dum, ba-dum, bum, bum, bum. Now, if you see me coming, better step aside. A lot of men did and a lot of men died. One fist of iron and the other of steel. If the right one don't get you, then the left one will. I loaded 16 tons. What do you get? Another day older and a deeper in debt. St. Peter, don't you call me, 'cause I can't go. I owe my soul to the company store. Boom, 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 ba-dum, ba-dum, boom, 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 ba-dum, ba-dum, boom, boom, boom. I doop, 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 doop. 16 tons, and what do you get? Yep. That's a guy. He says a lot of men didn't, and a lot of men died. Well, that pretty much tells you right there. He's going to be one of our bad boys for sure. Now this one, not quite so much. This is an Elvis song. I really like this one. I think I did it recently for you too. It's Return to Sender, and the main thing is that this girl, why she doesn't. Well, we don't know what happened. So let's take it at that. Something happened, and for some reason, he says, I'm writing to her, I'm sorry, but the letter keeps coming back. So he's sorry about what? Did they have a lover spat? Yeah. But she keeps sending the letter back 3 days in a row. 2 days and maybe a third. Well, I would say I've done things probably worse than that for up to 2 or 3 days where I was upset with somebody. And so, it's okay, but it's that moment. Elvis is singing about that moment when he doesn't know what's happening. Oh my, is it ever going to get back together again? And that is a very tense time. I can understand that. So here we go. Return to sender. Return to sender. I gave my letter to the postman. He put it in his sack. Bright and early next morning, he brought my letter back.
She wrote up on it,
A return to sender, address unknown, no such number, no such zone. We had a quarrel, a lover's spat. I write, I'm sorry, but my letter keeps coming back. So I dropped it in the mailbox and sent a special deed. Bright early next morning, it came right back to me.
she wrote up on it,
A return to sender, address unknown, no such number, no such zone. This time I'm taking myself and put it right in her hand. And if it comes back the very next day, then I'll understand.
they'll write it on it.
A return to sender, address unknown, no such number, no such zone. Return to sender, a return to sender, a return to sender. Very clever song. I'm very impressed. Whoever wrote this, I don't have the names of the people who wrote it, because many of those people did not get credit when they wrote Elvis songs, but good one. And how about this one? Oh, here's a fella who did so many bad things. Well, he actually just did one bad thing, and he ended up in Folsom Prison. Oh, wait a second. Oh, hold on here. I got to plug the guitar in, otherwise you're not going to hear enough of it there. Let's plug that there. I was able to make it work for Bad Bad Leroy Brown because I was blasting out the chords here, but this one isn't quite the same. Here we go. I hear that train a-coming, it's rolling around the bend. And I ain't seen sunshine since I don't know when. I'm stuck in Folsom Prison, time keeps dragging on. And when that train keeps a-rolling on down to San Antone. When I was just a baby, my mama told me, son, always be a good boy, don't ever play with guns. But I shot a man in Reno just to watch him die. And when I hear that whistle blowing, I hang my head and cry. Well, I'll bet there's rich folks eating in fancy dining cars. They're probably drinking whiskey and smoking big cigars. But I know I had it coming, I know I can't be free. And I hear that whistle blowing, and it tortures me. they freed me from this prison, if that railroad train was mine, I bet I'd move it on a little further down the line, far from Folsom Prison. That's where I wanna stay. And I lonesome whistle blow my blues away. Well, we have another bad boy on our list here. We have one or two gals in here, somewhere along the line here. Well, we had that one with the gal was giving Elvis a hard time by not reading his letter. Okay, this one is Tom Jones' song. We did this fairly recently. It was just a few weeks back. This is called Delilah. And, man, Tom Jones really hit the scene strong. You know, he came on, of course, with the hip swinging and all that stuff. But that guy's voice was pretty impressive. Now, he's had to have some surgery on it because the way he was singing so full out, you have to have really good training to do it. When you want to sing full out, you should be an opera singer. You should get that kind of training. And Tom Jones was doing pop music training. He was just singing it his own way. And I can tell you right now, too, that as I'm older now, my voice gets into this thing where it starts getting into raspy after I've done a few shows in a week. And it kind of makes me a little nervous that it's not going to hold up, kind of like the rest of my body here. All right, here we go. Tom Jones, Delilah. Don't do it. Don't do it. I saw the light on the night that I passed by her window. I saw the flickering shadows of love on her blind. She was my woman, and she deceived me. I watched and went out of my mind. My Delilah. Why, Delilah? I could see that girl was no good for me, but I was lost like a slave that no man could free. At break of day when that man drove away, I was waiting. Boom, 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 boom. I crossed the street to a house and she opened the door. Do, 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 do. She stood there laughing. Do, 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 do. I felt a knife in my hand and she laughed no more. Boom, boom. My Delilah. Do, 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 do. Why, Delilah? No, do, 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 do. So, before they come to break down the door, forgive me, Delilah, I just couldn't take any more. Forgive me, Delilah, I just couldn't take any more. Woo! Well, now this guy, this next song, this is El Paso by Marty Robbins. And in this song, Well, I don't need to tell you about it. Let's just go. This is a really long song, though, but it surprises me that, because that was a long song back on the country stations way back then, and they had to squeeze in as many commercials as everybody else. So, out in the West Texas town of El Paso, I fell in love with a Mexican girl. Nighttime would find me at Rose's Cantina. Music would play and Felina would whirl. Blacker than night were the eyes of Felina. I was in love, but in vain I could tell. One night a wild cowboy came in, wild as the West Texas wind, dashing and daring, a drink he was sharing with wicked Felina, the girl that I love. So in anger I challenged his right for the love of this maiden. Down went his hand for the gun that he wore. My challenge was answered in less than a heartbeat. The handsome young stranger lay dead on the floor. Just for a moment I stood there in silence, shocked by the foul, evil deed I had done. Many thoughts raced through my mind as I stood there. I had but one chance, and that was to run. Out through the back door of a Rose's I ran, out where the horses were tied. I caught a good one, it looked like it could run, up on its back and away I did ride, just as fast as I could from the West Texas town of El Paso, out of the Badlands of New Mexico. Back in El Paso, my life would be worthless. Everything's gone in life, nothing is left. That's supposed to indicate the passage of time. It's been so long since I've seen a young maiden. My love is stronger than my fear of death. I saddled up and away I did go, riding alone in the dark. Is that right? May tomorrow a bullet will find me. Tonight nothing worse than this pain in my chest. I see. And at last here I am on the hill overlooking El Paso. I can see Rose's Cantina below. My love is strong and it pushes me onward. Down off the hill to Felina I go. Off to my right I see 5 mounted cowboys. Off to my left ride a dozen and more. Shouting and shooting, I can't let them catch me. I have to make it to Rose's back door. Something is dreadfully wrong, for I feel a deep burning pain in my side. Though I am trying to stay in the saddle, I'm getting weary, unable to ride. But my love for Felina is strong, and I rise where I've fallen. Though I am weary, I can't stop to rest. I see the white puff of smoke from a rifle. I feel the bullet go deep in my chest. From out of nowhere, Felina has found me, kissing my cheek as she kneels by my side, cradled by 2 loving arms that I'd die for. One little kiss and Felina goodbye. Well, that's a pretty good story. Now, let's take a look at a story that I wrote with Stephen Cohen. Stephen Barry, he likes to be called. Stephen Barry Cohen, that's it. It's 3 names, but he likes Stephen Barry because it's easier to remember, I believe. Stephen and I wrote this song, I think it was in 2022. And I want to give a little story behind it. He asked me to try to write a song from my point of view, being a person older than he is. He's in his 40s, I'm in my 70s. And he said, I just want, kind of think about what you would tell your younger self. So I wrote a whole thing where they would tell my younger self, and I sent it to him, and he listened, and we got back on Zoom, and he went, nah, don't like it. Huh? I wrote the whole song. It's exactly what he said, well, yeah, it is, but I don't think it's very catchy the way you did it. So he came back on with something else. He showed me, and I went, oh, well, I see a story there that maybe we should pursue a little differently than the one that we were thinking about. And so this is how this song, Devil's Line, came to be. It started out with, it was called Greener, and it was talking about the grass being greener on, in someone else's yard. But it went through a lot of changes, and then it came to this one. We almost didn't finish it, too. At one point, Stephen said, I don't think we can do this. It was kind of like I wanted my stuff, and he wanted his stuff. And I said, Stephen, let's keep going, Let's work through it. We don't have that much more to go now, and we never have to write together again. Maybe it's our writing styles that don't seem to work out well enough. But so this is how the song came to be. And isn't that interesting how so many changes can affect something like that? Well, anyway, here it is. And I want to mention again that Daniel O'Malley, guitar player from here in Lansing, I asked him to play the lead guitar parts that begin about halfway through, and then you'll hear him playing all the way through the song at the end, at the very end, at the fade out. And I asked him to imagine that the devil was chasing him, and this is what he played. He did a good job. So here it is, Devil's Line. They set out on a quest to steal some ancient gold. Two poor and angry schemers, the young one and the old. They knew there was a curse, but they were bound to see it through. The end will justify the means, we want what we are due. But the grass is never greener in a backyard of regrets. Guilt's a brown beer bottle filled with smoked cigarettes. Fortune can't buy solace when you drink it like cheap wine. The deed is written in blood when you sign on the devil's line. Well, they found the tomb and broke the seal, the treasure all around. When fighting over who got more, they locked the lantern down. The devil laughed and watched them burn and licked their smoking bones. Just inches from the sunlit sky, charred pockets full of gold. But the grass is never greener in a backyard of regrets. Guilt's a brown beer bottle filled with half-smoked cigarettes. Fortune can't find solace when you drink it like cheap wine. The deed is written in blood when you sign on the devil's line. It's just a simple tale, but when I look into the mirror, the young boy and the old man are the parts of me I fear. When standing at the crossroads and temptation beckons me, the choices that I make will either damn or leave me free. The grass is never greener in a backyard of regrets. Guilt's a brown beer bottle filled with half-smoked cigarettes. Fortune can't buy solace when you drink it like cheap wine. The deed is written in blood when you sign on the devil's line. The deed is written in blood when you sign on the devil's line. Take it away, Daniel. Oh my gosh, rocking out there, Daniel O'Malley. So there it is, a couple of bad boys on that one. Yeah. Well, here's Bill Bailey, Won't You Please Come Home. Now, Bill Bailey was a real guy, and he was fooling around on his wife. And he was a railroad guy, went up and down the line meeting girls along the way, and she found out and she kicked him out. So I think she had good reason. So when she says, I done you wrong, I don't care if it's raining out or whatever, and all he has is a fine-tooth comb. Yeah, don't let him back. That's all I got to say. Here we go. Bill Bailey, Won't You Please Come Home? Won't you come home, Bill Bailey? Won't you come home? I cried the whole night long. I'll do the cooking, honey. I'll pay the rent. I know I done you wrong. Remember that rainy evening I threw you out with nothing but a fine-tooth comb? I know I'm to blame. Well, ain't that a shame? Bill Bailey, won't you please come home? Okay, pick it up, guys. Hey, won't you come home, Bill Bailey? Won't you come home? I cried the whole night long. I'll do the cooking, honey. I'll pay the rent. I know I done you wrong. Remember that rain evening I threw you out with nothing but a fine-tooth comb? I know I'm to blame, but ain't that a shame? Bill Bailey, won't you please come home? Come home, but baby, won't you come home? I cry the whole night long. I'll do the cooking, honey. I will pay the rent. I know I done you wrong. Remember that rainy evening I threw you out with nothing but a fine-tooth comb. I know I'm to blame. Well, ain't that a shame? Bill Bailey, won't you please come home? Bill Bailey, won't you please come home? Bill Bailey, won't you please come home? There's another verse, and one thing, as a chorus, it goes like this. I'm going to read it to you because I don't know the melody. On one summer's day, the sun was shining fine. The lady love of old Bill Bailey was hanging clothes on the line. In her backyard and weeping hard, she married a B&O brakeman and took and throwed her down. Bellered like a prune-fed calf with a big gang hanging round. And to that crowd she yelled out loud, "Oh, won't you come home, Bill Bailey?" Like that. So, it doesn't really explain it very well, but he was fooling around, and that's why she kicked him out. So let's leave it at that. That's Bill Bailey, "Won't You Please Come Home." Now, I have a song that I wrote here called Lisa, and I don't think we have anybody lined up there with the name Lisa on our show today. I see Bill and Kathy got here. Hey, how you folks? Oh, you're en route from Wisconsin, and you're visiting your daughter out there. Oh, how nice. All right. Yeah, well, very good. I'm glad you're here for right now. This next one is a song I wrote called Lisa. And, I haven't done this in a while, so we'll see how it goes. Wow, I haven't done this since, late in 2024. So, okay, I should have run this one down before, rehearsed before the show. Let's see how it goes. Make the best we can. It's called Lisa. Here we go. I started our car early today. The old beat-up Dodge poured miles between me and Lisa. Oh, God only knows I done what I could. I never knew one as bad and as good as Lisa. Whoa, Lisa, you're driving me out of my mind. Whoa, Lisa, some answers that I gotta find. Whoa, Lisa, I'm leaving your loving behind. The wife and I drove up to Carmel. At Barnaby's bar I fell under the spell of Lisa. I've always been good, a husband and dad, but I'll never know what made me turn bad for Lisa. Whoa, Lisa, you're driving me out of my mind. Oh, Lisa, some answers that I gotta find. Oh, Lisa, I'm leaving your loving behind. I cheated, I stole, my lying got old. The ceiling fell in, the tale nearly told of Lisa. The sheriff in town, he said that I'd pay. The gun in my hand, I shot him that day for Lisa. Whoa, Lisa, you're driving me out of my mind. Oh, Lisa, some answers that I gotta find. Oh, Lisa, I'm leaving your loving behind. I keep the door locked, I'll never be free. They'll find me 'cause of me and Lisa. I'll tell you right now, I'll tell you today. If you see that girl, you run right away from Lisa. You're driving me out of my mind. Oh my. Oh, Lisa, you're living and I gotta find. Whoa, Lisa, something in your loving behind. Lisa, you're driving me out of my mind. some answers that I gotta find. Oh, Lisa, I'm leaving your loving behind. Yeah, I missed that little part there. I held the one little section too long. But that's the story. It's not really clear what he did, but he did shoot somebody. So that's a deal. He's running away. He in trouble. There's another one. What was the one I was thinking about? Tom Dooley. But we did that one last week. Hang down. Hey. Anyway, Tom Dooley was a weird song. I did find out a little bit more about it. We were checking out why did the song, is that song so, it's like it doesn't have all the details. Well, it turns out it's a song that was based on a guy named Tom Dula, who, killed his girlfriend. It was just after the Civil War, as if I remember right, either during or just after. And I think maybe, let's say it this way, he comes back from war, and maybe he's injured or whatever, and his girl has gone off with somebody else. She couldn't wait for him. I'm just suggesting that maybe that's part of it. I didn't get the whole story when I got it, but anyway. So here's one I've been talking about multiple times when I talk about Jerry Lieber and Mike Stoller, the guys who wrote all these wonderful songs. Well, they wrote this one called Hound Dog, and I don't have a beat worked out for it, so I just kind of play it. Let's see. You ain't nothing but a hound dog, crying all the time. You ain't nothing but a hound dog, crying all the time. Well, you ain't never caught a rabbit. You ain't no friend of mine. Well, they said that you was high class. That was just a lie. Well, they said that you was high class. Well, that was just a lie. Well, you ain't never caught a rabbit. You ain't no friend of mine. You ain't nothing but a hound dog, crying all the time. You ain't nothing but a hound dog, crying all the time. Well, you ain't never caught a rabbit. You ain't no friend of mine. Well, I said that you was high class. Oh, that was just a lie. Well, they said you was high class. That was just a lie. Well, you ain't never caught a rabbit. You ain't no friend of mine. You ain't nothing but a hound dog, crying all the time. You ain't a hound dog. That was just a lie. Well, you ain't never caught a rabbit. You ain't no friend of mine. Yeah, Big Mama Thornton was the first one to sing that. Elvis heard it and said, man, I want to do that song. Actually, he said it more like this, man, I got to do that song like that. I don't know quite how it came to him because I thought of this as his first hit song. Apparently, he had a different one. I think it was, let me see, Mama. That's All Right, Mama, I think is the one that he first came out with. All right, where are we now? This one, I like doing this one, but it's also kind of hard on my voice, but I like it, so let's do it. Mustang Sally. Oh, yeah. Mustang Sally. guess you better slow your Mustang down. Oh, yeah. What I say? Mustang Sally now, baby. Hey, I guess you better slow your Mustang down. Huh? Oh, yeah. You've been running all over town now. I guess I have to put your flat feet on the ground. Oh, what I say. You know the part here, and you can sing along if you want. All you wanna do is ride around, Sally. You sing it.
Ride, Sally, ride.
That's right. All you wanna do is ride around, Sally.
Ride, Sally, ride.
Oh, oh, all you wanna do is ride around, Sally.
Ride, Sally, ride.
Oh, baby, all you wanna do is ride around, Sally.
Ride, Sally, ride.
Oh, one of these early mornings, wow, you're gonna be wiping your weeping eyes. Ha, what I say now? Yeah. I bought you a vintage Mustang, a 1965. And now you come right sing the fine woman. You don't wanna let me ride a Mustang Sally now, baby. Yeah, I guess you better slow your Mustang down. Yeah, you will. Going all over town. Wow, I'm gonna put your big fat feet on the ground. Oh yeah. Come on now. Y'all know what I'm singing about. Here we go. I sing. All you wanna do is ride around, Sally. Sing it now.
Ride, Sally, ride.
I know you can't help it yourself. All you wanna do is ride around, Sally. Let me hear now.
Ride, Sally, ride.
Oh, baby, all you wanna do is ride around, Sally.
Ride, Sally, ride.
Ow! I said all you wanna do is ride around, Sally.
Ride, Sally, ride.
One of these early morning, you're gonna put your bad, bad feet on the ground. Oh, yes, I will. Oh, I ain't fooling you. Wilson Pickett did that one. Very clever song. I mean, it's simple, but it's cool. She says, "Hey, I bought you that car, and you won't even take me for a ride." Oh, so it's not as if she's a really bad girl, but he's just I mean, it could be a lot worse. All of the other characters in today's show have been much, much worse. All right. Now, here's one that is attributed often to the... Wait a minute. I better look and see what else I got. Yeah, we're going to finish up with this one. Attributed to the Harley-Davidson riders, the bikers, the tough guys, the troublemakers, and, like the Hells Angels and the guys at Altamont Racetrack Festival, if any of you remember all about that kind of a stuff. So let me get my beat worked out here. It's Born to Be Wild. And I'm just going to play it with a drum machine and this guitar. No fuzz tone or any of that other stuff. Let's see. How about... Yeah, I'm going to play it on the low end because it makes more full sound, I guess. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. adventure. If whatever comes our way, in God I'm gonna make it happen. Get the world in love embrace. Fire all of your guns at once and explode into space. I like smoking lightning, heavy metal thunder, racing with the wind, and the feeling that I'm under. In God I'm gonna make it happen. It's a world in a love embrace. Fire all of your guns at once and explode into space. Well, a true nature's child, we were born to be wild. We can climb so high, never wanna die. Born to be wild. Born to be wild. I head on the highway, head on the highway, looking for adventure. Eat whatever come my way. In God I'm gonna make it happen. Hit the world in a love embrace. Fire all of your guns at once and explode into space. I like smoking lightning, heavy metal thunder, racing with the wind, and a feeling that I'm under. In God I'm gonna make it happen. Take the world in a love embrace. Fire all of your guns at once and explode into space. Like a truth, it's nature's child. We were born to be wild. We can climb so high, never wanna die. Born to be wild. Born to be wild. Like that. Well, let's let this, we'll finish up now so that you all can get into the other things that you got going tonight. And thanks for showing up, everybody. It's really nice to have you guys here. I appreciate it very much. Gives me a chance again to bring songs around that I haven't done in a while, and occasionally that means that some of them might be a little rough. I try to run them through before the show, and I just kind of skipped over that one for some reason. The one where it was my own song, Lisa. But it's interesting, that song might be interesting because it changes keys partway through the song, and sometimes I can't get my ear around it. Tonight it worked okay. I just forgot a couple of beats, that's all. Hey, thanks Dave, and thanks Susan, and thanks Bill and Kathy and Joan and Susan Curtis. Oh, I already said that, didn't I? Thank you twice, Susan. That's nice. And anybody else that is listening that is not allowed to make comments. Sometimes, from what I understand, if a person does not have a Google account, they can't actually leave notes behind. So, thank you guys. See you next week. Wait a minute. I will see me, but wait a minute. I can't see me. What?